The continent of Pywell. A land soaked in blood by the battles of those who seek peace and those who seek to shatter it. Here begins the saga of the Grey Names.
There are beings who brought chaos to Providence. The rifts they have created will return everything to nothingness. We seek to correct this.
I have my own mission, seeking out my Grey Mane comrades.
What I can tell you now is that this mission will restore the disrupted Providence.
For those who have died, for those who have survived, and for those who will live on, this is our mission.
In his research, Dr. Morrison identified a paradox. A moment where machine learning would evolve past our capabilities of control. He called the first sign of this Alpha.
Welcome to Red Rock. Man, is it always this hot? You'll get used to it. Sort of. Not really. Wow.
Yeah, not bad, huh? It's the latest model.
Interesting.
Companies like Silver Corporation, instead of being thankful, have turned their backs on the very stars and stripes that made them a success.
You still haven't given us clearance for launch.
Give me access to the back-end system of my city bot, and then we'll talk.
Today is a very special day. Well, it's not every day we get to test the existential potential of man with machine.
This city loves me, Marco. I can spin this like I always do.
I will not let them stop me!
In our first-person action stealth game, Tang Legend Silent Strings, we're excited to introduce today the Storyteller feature powered by NVIDIA ACE technologies. Chinese poets in ancient times often transformed their experiences and emotions into verse, performing them with music and dance, often inspired by a touch of wine. In our game, at the end of each mission, the AI-driven storyteller summarizes the player's action, crafting a unique quadrant and performance that dramatizes the player's journey through the mission. Let's watch a demonstration.
雾里仙家下离关，丹楼飞剑，取玉盘。监军四手入国营，万丛拈花我不烦。黑乌波子断肠刺，白玉琵琶千机弦。杀人不取长生腰，凌绝方期路更难。
AI crafts poetry, voices, facial animation, and drives movement to create a performance unique to you. To achieve top-level quality, we've teamed up with our partners for high-fidelity scanning and reconstruction. And don't worry about language. Thanks to NVIDIA Audio-to-Face 3D, different languages are not a problem. Watch this.
In misty vales, the immortals descend by Mount Lee, alchemic towers with flying swords claiming the jade found.
We believe AI unlocks endless creative possibilities. At Virtuos, we aim to integrate more cutting-edge AI with NVIDIA to craft your story.
spot me?
We don't know. You need to keep moving. Time is short.
Guess that was the last one. It's almost real.
Dearest daughter, I've watched ye grow from a devilishly curious child into a remarkable young lass with much grace, wisdom, and kindness. Take the easy times what shape us, nay. 'Tis how we rise to face the hard times what does that for us. Ye've an heart of gold. Ye've the spirit to overcome adversities aplenty. Darling, sweeten. Today's the day ye fill out your destiny.
Forgive me, daughter. 'Twere my only choice.
I shall be the bringer of salvation.
A witcher? Witcher! Whose coin did ye take? Nay, you can't. 'Tis tradition. Chosen she is, by the gods!
No! You chose her. Back to the village. Go, now.
Nay! I must save them! Save the village!
Save yourself! Run! To shelter! To your father! Run!
She were to go to the woods. The chosen one. His tradition. Oh no, no, no. It's all we wanted. For her to go to the woods. To go to the gods.
Gods? There are no gods here. There are only monsters.
What are you planning?
I'm just looking out for my family.
Final day of pre-season testing here in Bahrain.
How are we looking? We're looking strong, Callie. We can start to push now, so I want you to put some pressure on the Red Bulls, okay?
Each of you is going to have to step it up.
I really thought he knew what he was doing. Why would he risk so much?
We don't have time to rest on our laurels.
You used to be a maverick, Dev. What happened? Threatening my career. Now why does that feel familiar?
You can't play a butler.
I wasn't. I'm not trying to.
You know, I'd sacrifice so much for Formula One.
Motorsports aren't doing enough here.
What is it?
You don't beat Red Bull by copying them.
And there's contact and into the gravel. Callie Mayer makes history.
I think Connor Sport needs a change of direction.